Good afternoon. My name is Chiza Eunice, the head teacher at Chireka SDA Nursery and Primary School. And this afternoon, I'm privileged to talk about the qualities of a good teacher. First of all, a good teacher needs to have passion for the subject that they are teaching. If you're teaching English or math or science or whatever subject you're teaching, it is very important that the teacher has passion for the subject that they are teaching. Why? To interest the learners, to bring them on board, to make the lessons interesting, because our learners have a very short attention span and the chances of them getting bored are very high. Secondly, patience is also key for a good teacher. Our learners can test our patience because they all are from different backgrounds, they have different temperaments, but a good teacher needs to be patient when a learner throws a tantrum, a learner is not able to settle down in class, needs to have the patience to handle all kinds of learners. A teacher needs to be mindful or to practice mindfulness. Sometimes we usually get challenges and we bring these challenges to our places of work. But a teacher, a good teacher, needs to leave these challenges at the doorstep of a class before this teacher gets into class and attends to their learners like there are no other issues affecting this teacher. A teacher needs to be a very good listener. Listening is a skill. We have active listening and passive listening, but a teacher needs to practice active listening at all times because there is a lot of information that these learners say and there is a lot of information that is usually left unsaid, and the teacher needs to be able to have that mind to tell what has been said and what has not been said. Creativity and innovativeness is very important as far as teaching is concerned. Doing the same thing all the time and expecting different results becomes a challenge, but teachers need to be very creative. If we have used one method to achieve results and it has not worked, we take on another method in order for us to achieve results. And then a teacher needs to be dynamic. We are in a fast-changing world. A teacher needs to be dynamic and adaptable to the changes that are taking place in the world so that we can be able to take or to be part of that fast-changing world and up to the beat so that we are not left behind. A teacher needs to be inquisitive, needs to learn, needs to be the kind of person that learns. Why learning? There are very many changes that keep happening in our curriculum, and if this teacher remains in the 1970s, may not be able to be up to date to the 2026 modes of teaching because things have actually changed. In this modern day teaching, a teacher also needs to be a spiritual guide to their learners. Why? Learners need to have a relationship with their God, and teachers are encouraged to have that extra mile, to take that extra mile, to first of all learn from the principles of spirituality and also impart them onto the learners. Not necessarily bearing that they must be able to adhere to one religion or the other, but to look at the principles of the Bible. With this competence-based curriculum that we are adopting, a teacher needs to have a very high level of adaptability. Why? Teachers were trained based on knowledge-based curriculum, and that's what we've been using for such a long time. But it is high time that we take on the competence-based curriculum, and this competence-based curriculum needs a very, very high level of adaptability to unlearn, learn, and relearn. So teachers a teacher needs to have that level of adaptability to be able to suit in this new way of teaching. Approachability is another good quality of a teacher. Learners usually have very many issues. Some of them stem from home, some of them are usually here at school. But when they can approach a teacher and tell them their issues, I think we all know that a problem told is a problem solved. So learners need to have that teacher that they can open up to with their deep secrets, and they can trust that this teacher will be able to keep their secrets. So teachers need to be very approachable.